this atrocity.
Meanwhile, the state of affairs in Pakistan that is rather concerning, where thousands of Tehreek-e-Insaf party supporters who took to the streets in Islamabad and they indulged in clashes. Now, while they were to stage a peaceful protest, the Pakistan army that has now been deployed in huge numbers to crack down on these protesters. Dramatic pictures that have been coming in this after former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, as they continue these protests in his support for security personnel. One demonstrator who were reportedly killed on Monday. Scores of supporters of jailed former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, who marched towards Islamabad, and they were stopped by tear gas canisters that were fired by the cops, prompting the country's army to later issue shoot at sight orders, so much so that even the Shehbaz Sharif government has come down heavily to condemn these supporters of Imran Khan. Kaswar joining us live from Islamabad to take us through the latest details of what is now happening. Kaswar, because the Pakistan army has issued shoot-at-sight orders. This is rather concerning because this can lead to the deaths of so many, and these are civilians. They may be Imran Khan's supporters, but how can the Shehbaz Sharif government handle this entire issue better?
Well, let me tell you that you have rightly pointed out that the supporters of former Prime Minister Imran Khan, they are thousands in number. They have stormed the capital. And on the other hand, the government is very well committed to keep them at a bay. As I speak to you, I'm getting information that a few hundreds of the workers of the former Prime Minister Imran Khan have reached iconic spot of D Chowk, where army has already been called. And I speak at the moment I speak to you, the update is that the Pakistan armed forces have taken its position, although they have been given the orders to shoot at first sight, but no, no notification. We could not see any notification in this regard as well. And on the other hand, government is in a fix. We all know that a high-power delegation from Belarus, the president of Belarus, is here in Islamabad. Negotiation and bilateral negotiations continue between Pakistan and Belarus. So the government is actually in an awkward position. Well, it also has the support of the people of Pakistan, normally from Punjab and Sindh provinces. But fact is that the government is really in an awkward position. And on the other hand, the supporters of Imran Khan, armed with AK-47s and batons and everything, even according to some reports, the supporters of Imran Khan have been armed with the military-grade weapons as well. And we have seen yesterday and last night as well that 4 to 6 army officers, and including the rangers and the policemen, have been martyred in clashes with the protesters. So actually, in a one-liner, Islamabad, the federal capital of Pakistan, is under unclear curfew. The millions of the residents of Islamabad have been confined to the room. This is second day that a public holiday have been announced in Islamabad only for the residents of Islamabad. Situation is really tense over here.
Kaswar, continue talking to us because with the kind of dramatic pictures that are really emerging, looks like that the death toll may have risen. What is the latest on that?
Well, let me tell you that it is all about releasing former Prime Minister Imran Khan from jail. But on the other hand, government is really committed not to let anyone down, and they are not in a position to even to accept any of the demand of the protesters as well. Government is fully committed to ensure its writ as a state is supposed to do. And on the other hand, so far, the update is that the hundreds of the workers of Imran Khan's party have reached the iconic spot of D Chowk. As I told you earlier, that actually it is a mayhem-like situation in Islamabad. An army have been called to take on these protesters. And according to some intelligence sources, they have actually provided intelligence to the government of Pakistan that these the protesters, which have been led by the chief minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province and the third wife of former Prime Minister Imran Khan, they are leading the protesters. And as per agencies' inputs, there are hundreds of the Afghan refugees who have been armed with latest weapons, and they have stormed the federal capital, Islamabad. And on the other hand, the government is fully committed to ensure this return of state. But at the moment, it is a mayhem-like situation, and no one is willing to back down. Imagine that it is in broader sense. You can say that the provincial government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, where Imran Khan's party is ruling for last 10 years, they have stormed, they have attacked the federal capital, and it has never been seen in Pakistan since 1947. So this is unprecedented situation. The protesters are mainly, according to the intelligence reports, many of them have been armed with latest weapons, and even in some visuals, we have seen the videos as well, that they are armed and they are taking position against law enforcement agencies as well. So in a one-liner, it is all about the federal province, the provincial government has taken position against Pakistan's federal government, and it is unprecedented in the history of Pakistan. This is what I can tell you at the moment.
Kaswar, I want to thank you for getting us the latest. Of course, we wait and watch what happens, but the picture is certainly very concerning. So many of those supporters out there on the streets, and the very fact that shoot-at-sight orders are given, will that in any way deter these supporters of Imran Khan is the big question. Certainly doesn't look like, given the kind of support that is coming out for him on the streets. On that note, we step into a short commercial break on the